What's up, everybody? This is Desmond, and in this video, I would like to share with you some of the World of Horror custom event mods that I created. I do reviews on other people's creative and beautiful mods, but I just wanted to, show you guys some of the mods that I made and contributed to the World of Horror Discord community. And you can find these and other mods in the World of Horror Discord server with instructions on how to add your own and add others. I'm gonna put that in the description section here on YouTube. So firstly, what I'm gonna do is I'm here in the mods area. I put my mods in a test folder, okay? That way it doesn't combine with the other custom mods. And these are just for testing. So when you make your own mods, I would suggest you put these in the test folder. That way you can test them out and see if they work, and you can go back and edit them the way that you want to. So I'm gonna talk about each of these mods. I'm not gonna go through all the options. I'm gonna just pretty much go through the history and reason why I made them and what inspired them. So this first one is called the Dewey Decimal System, and in the description I put you find something in the library's drawer. What is it? And one thing I noticed is that I made the description a little too long and it's not fitting in the text box. So I'm gonna right click, and for all my mods I just use the artwork that's already provided in the modding folder that you download from the Discord server. So let's read these. While searching for a book using the library's directory file cabinet, you notice a small blood red colored envelope in between two pieces of cards in the drawer. You're curious about what is inside of it. And this is supposed to be the drawer. So you take it out the drawer and open it. That's the only option. Oh yeah, and a lot of my mods, I have just singular options for these, and I have a few of them that aren't. So take it out the drawer and open it. So I hit win. This is what happens when you win. Luck check success. You find some money in the envelope. You look around quickly, then stuff it in your pocket. And I think I should have removed this parentheses right here. But a lot of my mods, they're just luck-based type of event checks. And this is what happens when you fail. Inside the envelope, you find a birthday card. It doesn't have any signatures, and it isn't made out to anyone. You're unsure why it's here. And we go back to start, and we go back here. Let's go to Elevator Girl. Okay, this is the very first event that I made. The description is you see a nervous looking woman. Let's check it out. You attend a local gaming convention at the downtown hotel. While looking for the ballroom, you see a nervous, flustered looking woman near the elevator. It looks like she's hiding from someone. And this is a 2-option event. This is the event that I use to just test out how to do events. So I have ignore for one option and helper for the other option. And I have 2 different success results and 2 different fail results. So let's check the first one. Charisma check success. You ignore her and find the ballroom to the event. The gaming event helps you forget about your worries and problems for a while, and you are awarded 2 reason. Now, when you fail it, charisma check failure. You ignore her. A few days later, you learn that the woman was found dead in the hotel's water supply. Learning about that upsets you quite a bit, and you removed 1 reason from you. This is actually from a true story, an unsolved mystery of Elisa Lamb, which is a woman that they found footage of kind of acting kind of weird and erratic near or in the hotel's elevator. And they discovered that she was missing for quite a while, and they found her body in the water supply on top of the hotel. The hotel's customers, they were complaining on the water pressure and why it was like tasting and smelling weird. And then the hotel's maintenance opened up the water supply and found her dead body up in it, and they don't know why or how she got up in it. The door to enter the roof to access the water supply is locked only to maintenance workers there. And to open the supply, they don't know how she did it because you have to like pry it open or something. It was very difficult to open up. So that whole like mystery that influenced this story right here. And if you want to check it out for yourself, there's a couple of really spooky documentaries on YouTube, you know, if you want to check it out and look more into it yourself. And the woman's name is Elisa Lam, Elisalam. The two other results, you know what, I'm gonna let you check that out. If you want to download this event and check it out for yourself, I'll let you check these out, but I won't spoil these two for you. So let's go back and check out another one. This one is called Game Rental. You play a mysterious video game, and this is another singular option event. You rent a video game that has a bunch of weird symbols on the front with dark, scary screenshots on the back. You don't know what the title is, and you never heard of this game before. The cartridge has its label scratched off, and you hit play video game. Here is the win result. When you load up the game, strange occult looking symbols flood the screen. You don't understand any of it. Okay, I made a typo right here. You don't understand any of it. So it should just be you don't understand any of it, but after a few hours, it begins to make sense. A lot of helpful but disturbing information was stored on this card, but who created it? I believe what inspired this one was the movie Cloak and Dagger, about the kid that finds the old Atari game and there's some like top secret like missile like information on there or something like that, and he's being chased by some spies to obtain the game again. Like they hid it in the game on purpose, but they misplaced it and the kid found it. So I believe that's what inspired this one. And I'm gonna let y'all check out the fail result for that one. And this one is called Game Tester. I don't think I submitted this one. Maybe I did. I don't really remember. Okay. All right. This one, I was experimenting with 3 options. You decide to look into helping test a new video game called Scare Dares. You arrive at the developer's computer lab. She asks, I need you to stay here for 24 hours straight to help find and report the bugs in the game. I will pay you more if you stay for 24 hours. What do you say? So I have stay for 24 hours, stay for 48 hours, and decline the offer. So why don't we choose the 2 middle results? So stay for 48 hours. When you win, knowledge check success. After a long playtest session, you find numerous bugs, glitches, and even give the developer some great ideas for the next version. The developer is impressed by your skills and hard work. She pays you and asks to help her. It should be she pays you and asks you to help her test the next version in the future. All right, let's go to the fail option. For some reason, after the session, you start notice elements. Okay, that's a typo. It should be you start to notice elements of the game becoming part of your reality. You have numerous nightmares, frightening hallucinations while awake, and short-term memory loss. When you attempt to contact the developer regarding how you are feeling, you notice that she has mysteriously disappeared, and you have two reason taken away from you. I believe what inspired this one. I think it was the episode playtest from Black Mirror about the guy that tests a video game, but I kind of spun it in my own way. I didn't go all crazy with it of him being inside the game and stuff like that. This one is called Grieving Family. Oh wait, I want to go back and check out the description. Okay, it says you walk past an emotional family. All right, let's check it out. You walk past a family that appears to be grieving. Emotions seem to run high, and you can feel those emotions the closer you walk toward them. Keep walking. Let's win this one. When you walk past a family, the oldest man stops you and briefly gives you some words of wisdom with tears in his eyes. You nod at him slowly and you continue on your way. I think what inspired this one is I work at a hospital, and sometimes, not all the times, but you see a lot of emotional and distraught people in the hallways. And this like specific event didn't happen to me, but it's just something that I just observed, and I decided to place inside this mod. And if you want to check out what happens when you fail, go ahead and download this mod. This one is called Noise in the Hallway. The description is what's going on in the hallway. Okay. You notice some loud banging coming from the hallway outside of your apartment door. You wonder what it is. Let's go to fail. Okay, now the text box is too small for my text, so I think I probably should have. I think this version of this mod, I think I changed the text in this version. When you crack up the door, it should be when you crack open up the door, you see a crowd of police and paramedics in a hall. You catch a small glimpse of someone on the ground with a large spot of blood on their jeans. A few minutes later, one of the officers tell you that there has been a shooting. You realize that if you would have came home in an hour earlier, you would have been caught in the incident. You hope that things like this don't happen again, and you're removed to reason. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you the new version of this event. Okay, so I just added the new versions of those events, of some of the events I did. So why don't we go back to Noise in the Hallway. Okay, now in this version of the event, I added the door, or I should say the lack of a door, the hallway door, in this one, because at first I didn't know how to add any art from the folder, and I think there was some new art or something like that, but I decided to add this one to it, and it complemented it very well. So let's go back to the fail option, and you notice there's less text. When you open the door, you see a crowd of police and paramedics in the hall. It appears that a shooting has happened. You hope it doesn't happen again. Okay, this specific custom event, this is actually a real event that happened to me a few months ago. There was a shooting outside of my door. I came home from the gym, and an hour later, it happened. I opened the door. There was a bunch of police and paramedics outside. I saw someone got shot. I didn't see their whole body. I just saw like their legs. And it freaked me out. I remember talking to other neighbors and stuff about it, and we were just like, man, I hope that doesn't happen again, because, you know, we really like staying here. And it was right outside of my door, and I was just like thinking and reflecting on if I would have came a little later, a little earlier, or something like that, I probably would have got caught into it somehow. So that's what inspired this event. Let's go back. Oh yeah, for the Dewey Decimal System event, less text, I changed the description. Take a look at this. All right, this is one I didn't um, submit to the Discord, and this was just another test. Your friend shows you a strange image. So let's take a look at it. You and a friend is spending time at the busy computer lab researching for science project. Okay, there's typos in here already, so it should be um, maybe you and a friend are spending time and researching for a science class project. Your friend tells you, hey, take a look at this. They're pointing at something on the screen. Take a look. Let's go to fail. You take a very quick glance at the horrific image from a traffic accident. You see nothing but blood and guts. A half a second later, you instantly vomit and feel sick throughout the day. This event reminded me back in like junior high, around the time when the internet was kind of just like gaining some steam, and then there was a lot of different websites. And I remember my friends went to this site called, I think it was called, what was this site called? It wasn't Rotten.com. It was one of those sites. I forgot the name of it. But I remember he was just going on his site and this was during science class. And I think the teacher had us just like working on a project together in groups. And we were allowed to use the computer to research. And he was just at this site, just clicking on all these random nasty images. And I didn't get sick or anything like that. I was just like, wow, this is pretty nasty. But yeah, that's what inspired this one. And I didn't submit this one because I just didn't really like it that much. And it was just a test. Let's go back. Okay, this one is called the 1000th Customer. A restaurant gives you free ramen. Let's check it out. You don't eat at this ramen shop often, but it looks like you made a good decision to come today. The server tells you, hey, you're our 1000th customer so far. Here is a free bowl of our mystery ramen. And you eat the ramen, and when you fail, and this is another luck check. After eating the mediocre ramen, you spend all night vomiting and having diarrhea. Looks like that free ramen gave you food poisoning, and you are removed 2 stamina. This one was inspired, I think, from a time I ate at, at a pizzeria. A very, not famous, but a franchise pizzeria that I don't want to name. And I think I caught something from it from eating the food there, and I had diarrhea. And it wasn't free, of course, but yeah, it just sucked having food poisoning that day. All right, let's back out. This one is called the big one. You get a surprise while fishing. Let's see what's up with this one. Something tight and strong tugs at your fishing pole that interrupts your daydreaming. You wonder what's pulling it. Reel it in. Let's do a fail on this one. You caught a severed human head. The discovery startled you so hard that oh man, it's funny. The discovery startled you so hard you drop the fishing hook and it falls into the water. That's enough fishing for the year. Nothing really that happened to me personally inspired this one, but I do remember like fishing at like summer camp and getting strange things, but nothing strange like a severed human head or anything like that. And this last one is called Treasure or Terror. Okay, with this one, I was testing out how to add items to events. You trip over something hard in the grass. Looking closer, it appears to be a treasure chest. So let's open it up. Dig it up and open it. After spending a few minutes breaking the lock, you open the chest. You see a shiny long Japanese sword inside. You grab it. and you get a katana, which is like one of the strongest weapons in the game, or melee weapons in World of Horror. And I did that just to test out how to add items when you're editing your custom events. And when you test the custom events like I'm doing now, you don't you don't get the item. You're gonna have to like test it out in game, and you can do that by playing endless mode or just like quick play or something like that. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Did I edit anything different in this one? No, this is kind of the same. Yeah. So I believe that's about it. These are the only custom events that I submitted. Some of these I didn't submit because, like I said, I just didn't really like them too much, and they were just for testing. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making these, and I hope you try to submit and create your own custom events. And I look forward to checking those out too. So thank y'all so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I'll see and talk to y'all later. Be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and feel free to follow me on Twitch. I stream every Wednesday and Saturday. I play a lot of different random games those days, especially Saturday. But thank you so much for watching again. I'll see and talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.